Good evening. My name is Tim Banas, and I'm a physics teacher at Naperville Central High School, as well as a parent of 2 District 203 students. Thank you for the opportunity to speak before you this evening. As part of their physics unit on electricity this year, our students completed a project that required them to investigate their home city's electrical grid and write recommendations for improvements to the grid's reliability, affordability, and environmental impact. The students were surprised to find out that 80% of Naperville's electricity comes from coal-powered plants. When the suburbs around them offer choice in energy suppliers and large cities all over the country, including Chicago, are committing to clean energy. They know that Naperville is a Chicago area leader in many ways, and so it seemed strange to them that Naperville is behind the curve on this important energy transition. I'm going to share, with permission, 9 short excerpts from representative student responses to the question, do you think Naperville's IMEA contract should be renewed? Note that they had reviewed the IMEA's sustainability plan and that they were considering the possible renewal in 2030, not the extension currently under consideration. Josie wrote, the plan for IMEA is to become cleaner and more environmentally friendly, so Naperville should renew the contract. Mason wrote, IMEA's plans for lowering carbon emissions show commitment, but the pace might be too slow given the ongoing use of coal. Naperville could consider working with IMEA to speed up sustainability efforts or exploring other energy options to align better with environmental goals. Franny wrote, I think that it should be renewed, but only if this plan to use renewable energy gets put into action and they show they truly desire reaching net zero, because that is what Naperville needs, especially with how bad climate change has gotten over the years. Quinn wrote, I believe that whether or not we renew the contract should depend on progress that the IMEA makes in their decarbonization timeline. John wrote, if this plan is renewed, I would be worried about how fast these principles will start to apply or happen. Coal is a destructive and messy resource. Fong wrote, I think it should not be renewed because if IMEA is using coal to power our city, that is causing global warming, which is already increasing. Why make the situation worse and only start to change to renewable energy? Carter wrote, with technology rapidly developing in clean energy like solar and wind, it makes no sense to use a primarily coal-based energy source. Andrew wrote, I don't think it should be renewed. It seems like they aren't making changes fast enough. Zach wrote, I don't think Naperville should renew the IMEA contract with all the wealth in this city. I think we should find a cleaner energy source than IMEA and their 80% coal usage. Mr. Mayor, council members, extending this contract to 2055 would commit these students, these Naperville citizens, and eventually some of their young children, to an energy source that at best will not be as clean as it could be during the duration of the contract, and at worst will remain mostly provided by coal-burning power plants. I believe that it is clear from their comments that on the whole they do not want that, and I hope that you take their wishes into account in your future deliberations on this issue.